Hey everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. It's time for my weekly weight loss check-in. I decided to sit outside this morning. I'm not feeling so good today. I don't know, what it exactly is wrong. I just don't feel well. It is cooler. It's just in the 80s right now, so that's nice. I just got out of the shower just a little while ago, and I don't know, not feeling 100% today. For this week, I only lost 2 pounds, which is still great. I lost 2 pounds, but I didn't walk. I walked on Thursday and I walked on Friday, and didn't walk that long on Friday because we got a late start. I did get a good walk in Thursday, so I only really walked really well one day this week. It was just too hot. We don't have a dangerous heat index for this weekend, and here I don't feel well. I didn't walk today, and but starting, I think, Monday or Tuesday, the heat index is supposed to get dangerous again, get really hot. So I just can't seem to win when it comes to the heat here, but that's okay. I'll take the 2 pound loss. I've struggled this week, mentally struggling. I know I usually talk about what's going on in my chatty get ready with me, but if you watched my one last Monday, Brian went in for an interview and it went really well, and they said we'll let you know in a couple days. Haven't heard a thing, nothing about that. He has another interview on Monday, so fingers crossed. This is with a different company. This one is in Columbia, so fingers crossed, something's got to happen soon. So yeah, that's been kind of on my mind. And then the heat, and it's been so hot in my house. It's the heat index one day, the temperature here was 105, and the heat index was 120, and my house was 81 degrees on the inside. Now right now it's a nice 70 in my house, and it's a wonderful 80 something out here, and it doesn't feel like I'm in an oven, like I can't breathe, which is how it's been feeling. So yay for that. It feels better. So yeah, that's what's been going on. And I did go walk on Friday, just a little bit. We went, if you're interested, when we first moved here, we hadn't been here long when we discovered the Battle of Camden during the American Revolutionary War happened here. If you've seen the movie with Mel Gibson, The Patriot, that battle at his house is the Battle of Camden, and it was a really big battle during the Revolutionary War, and so that was right here. And recently, well, I guess in the last few years, they're working on the battleground, the battlefield. They want to make that nice and a nice visitor's place to go. Right now, it's not there yet. We went up there and took a look, and it's still pretty wild. It's not. It needs a lot of work. But anyway, they've been doing some work up there, and they found in shallow graves, I think 13 soldiers who they think died on the battleground, and just they weren't actually buried, over time, so of the 13, one was from Scotland. They did extensive DNA testing. One was from Scotland. The rest are Americans, mainly from up north somewhere, and then I think a couple from North Carolina, they believe. But anyway, those bodies, right after we moved here, they had a big ceremony, and they were going to inter them, or bury the bodies They had a funeral service for all of them. Some British soldiers came over from Scotland and took the body of the Scottish soldier and took him back to the UK. But the other, I think 12, I can't remember if there was 13 or 14, somewhere around there. But the Americans, they were going to, as I thought, and as they were saying on the news, was going to be buried at the battleground. They were going to make a cemetery section for them, and apparently they did not. And this past week, without anybody knowing, they had a private ceremony over at the Quaker cemetery, and they buried all the soldiers there. And that happened just this past week, and it was on the news, I think Thursday night, and I told Brian I wanted to go over and see. So I'm going to insert that at the end of this video if you're interested, but I just went over and filmed that, just that little bit, you know. And then there is another grave there that's pretty famous for the area, and I filmed a little of that, and I just inserted that. I'll insert that at the end. If you want to see it, if you're fascinated by history like I am, you might want to see that. If you're not, then don't fool with it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do this week. I'm right now in the middle of eating just the protein without the veggies, and I find I'm having a hard time with that. I had a hard time with that this week, having the protein without the veggies. I prefer this diet with the veggies. I'm gonna stick to it. I haven't cheated yet, but boy, last night I had it was awful. I'd gone to the store, and you know, my son is not on a diet. He is skinny. He's tall and skinny. He's 6'5". He's tall and skinny. He's 21. I'm not going to deprive him. I cook him, like tonight I'm going to make him spaghetti for dinner. But I bought him some potato chips. They were on sale at the store. I got some. He likes to snack. The kid doesn't overeat. He's a pretty good eater. But he's not a snacky kind of, he likes a little something sweet. So I usually get him some kind of cookies, and he'll maybe have a cookie or two after dinner. Doesn't eat cookies any other time. And then when he watches, we've been watching movies. We're watching every single movie that has won a Best Picture Oscar since the beginning. And tonight we'll be in 1936, I believe, and it'd be the Great Ziegfeld, I think is tonight's movie. But he likes to snack on something while he's watching a movie. So I got him potato chips. Potato chips are my absolute weakness. My absolute weakness. And man, did I want some potato chips. And I kept telling myself, well, maybe one little bowl won't hurt me. And maybe it won't. And maybe I'll break down and eat a bowl of potato chips. I didn't last night. I took some turkey pepperoni, which you are allowed to have the turkey pepperoni, and the turkey bacon you can have, not pork bacon or pork pepperoni. No pork, because pork is very fat, turkey is very lean. So I took some turkey pepperoni and put some low-fat cheese, shredded cheese on it, and heated it up in the microwave because I wanted something salty. And that worked a little bit. It's not the same as a potato chip, but I snacked on, I maybe had 6 little pepperonis with a little bit of cheese on them. That was okay, but yeah. And also this past week I did make up a dessert, and I didn't photograph it, I didn't film it because I made it up. I wasn't sure how it would taste, and it actually tasted pretty good. So I might, next time I go to the store, get the stuff and actually make it and show you. But I took 2 blocks of non-fat cream cheese. I made up a box of sugar-free Jell-O. Made it just like I was going to make it and stick it in the fridge. Let it cool a little bit, and then in my KitchenAid mixer, put the 2 blocks of cream cheese, the Jello mixture, liquid, it's still liquid, but still just a little bit warm. I put some stevia. Sometimes I measure, sometimes I didn't measure. And I blended that real good, and then my Jello was strawberry Jello. And I noticed it still looked a little liquidy to me. It might have been okay, but I took about 2 big spoonfuls of non-fat, sugar-free strawberry yogurt and stirred it in. Put all that in a big bowl and stuck it in the fridge. And it did make gelled up, and it was tasty. It's not like, wow, boy, this dessert is amazing. But it satisfied my sweet tooth for the week. But it's dangerous too, because I want to keep eating it. Which, it's okay. With this diet, you can eat as much as you want. There's no limits on how much you eat, just on what you can eat. But yeah, it's too dangerous. Too dangerous. And so another thing I picked up at the store that's really good. I'm sorry, my compressors, the HVAC, and then the bugs or whatever nature is making some wild, loud noises. Anyway, while I was at the grocery store, I was looking on the candy aisle, and I thought, I bet I could have sugar-free candy as long as it's not high in fat. So I found sugar-free Jolly Ranchers that have 0 fat, 0 sugar. They taste just like a regular Jolly Rancher, but not sticky. A regular Jolly Rancher, my teeth stick to it. Sugar-free, your teeth doesn't stick to it. So I am being very careful with that. It said 4 pieces of candy is 35 calories. I'm not counting calories, but that's considered a serving. So I allow myself 4 pieces at a time. And that's what I'll have. So anyway, I for the first time, had a hard week craving food I can't have. And I am a month in now. A month in and 17 pounds lost total. So I think that's pretty good for a month. Like I said, I didn't walk, so I think that I found when I don't walk, the weight doesn't come off as quickly. And then, like today, I feel blah. I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna go in, pile up on the sofa, find me a movie to watch, edit this video and get it up, and then I'm just gonna drink my Lipton Diet Green Tea with mixed berry and no fat, no sugar, and just and no calorie, right? Yep, 0 calorie. And I'm just gonna relax the rest of the day, and maybe I'll feel better tomorrow. If not, I'll just lay around tomorrow. But yeah, today I'm just blah. So guys, thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned if you want to see the little extra video I filmed. Hey, good morning everybody. I'm out walking at a separate section of the Quaker cemetery. This is really the old Presbyterian cemetery, but it's just down the street from the Quaker cemetery. And we came here because we just learned about the interment of I think there's 12 here. There was a total of 13 soldiers that were found. Their remains were found on the battleground of Camden. That was one of the large battles during the Revolutionary War that happened here. That's why we have the American Revolutionary War Museum, and it's all around here. It's a big historical area. So while I was here, we're walking around, I'll show you another grave. This is kind of interesting. Let me turn this around and show you. This is Agnes of Glasgow. Let me zoom her in. Let me see what I'm doing here. Let you read that about Agnes. She was from Scotland, and apparently she came here because her fiance came here to fight. I don't Maybe he was the Scottish guy that they found up at the battleground. But she died here without ever finding her fiance. Whoops, sorry. And then here's her grave. It's right here. And it says, let me see if I can see this. Here lies the body of Agnes of Glasgow. Here, zoom in. I don't know if you'll be able to read that. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, guys, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Any questions or comments, just leave them down below. And if you're new to this channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe. So, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.